Jim Eisenreich's baseball journey wasn't defined by the hits he collected, but by the battles he fought just to stay on the field. This is the story of a man who turned a life-altering condition into a source of strength and became a champion. At a young age, Jim began showing strange symptoms. His face twitched, his body jerked, and he cleared his throat uncontrollably. Kids mocked him and teachers dismissed it, assuming he could stop whenever he wanted. But while he struggled off the field, he thrived on it. By his sophomore year of college, he was on varsity, earning all conference honors 2 years in a row. Though never considered a top prospect, he was drafted by the Minnesota Twins in the 16th round of the 1980 amateur draft. He rose quickly through the minors, and by 1982, he was in the majors. A month into the season, he was batting over 300, until those childhood symptoms came back. At first, they brushed it off as nerves. Eisenreich admitted the more he thought about it, the worse it got. Still, he kept pushing until a Boston newspaper exposed his condition. During a game at Fenway, taunts from the crowd forced him to pull himself from the lineup. Things escalated. In Milwaukee, he suddenly sprinted from the outfield to the dugout, tearing off his uniform and grasping for air. A trip to the ER and more hospital visits followed. Doctors gave conflicting diagnoses: agoraphobia, anxiety, hyperventilation, but no real answers. His season ended early. Eisenreich tried returning in 1983, but his symptoms sidelined him after just 2 games. He announced his retirement and spent the summer playing softball. He attempted another comeback in 1984, but after 12 games, he walked away again. For the next 3 years, he worked as a part-time painter and played semi-pro ball. Meanwhile, the Twins moved on, giving his outfield spot to a young Kirby Puckett. Then in 1987, a former high school teammate, now with the Kansas City Royals, invited him to spring training. Around that time, Eisenreich finally received a real diagnosis: Tourette's syndrome. Armed with answers and new confidence, he made his way back. By June, he was back in the majors during a Royals pennant race. He finished the season strong, but the following year he struggled and was briefly sent to the minors. By 1989, though, he had cemented himself as a regular big leaguer. After the 1992 season, Eisenreich signed with the Philadelphia Phillies. In 1993, he not only reached the postseason, but also the World Series, hitting a home run in Game 2. He stayed in Philadelphia until 1996 before joining the Florida Marlins at age 37. That fall, he stood on second base when Edgar Renteria's hit sealed the Marlins' first ever World Series championship. His final stop came with the Dodgers in 1998, where he retired for good. Before stepping away, Jim and his wife founded the Jim Eisenreich Foundation for Children with Tourette's Syndrome. Long after his playing days ended, he kept sharing his story. Baseball gave Jim Eisenreich a stage, but what he gave back was so much bigger. Hope for every kid who's ever felt different, and proof that no struggle has to define your dreams. Rick Talks Baseball, your one-stop shop for all your baseball information.